G'day friends, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm coming to you from beautiful sunny Sydney in the Royal Botanical Gardens. It's been a wonderful summer so far. We've been having some blistering days. It's also had some unusual weather with like king size hail hitting the city. It's just been crazy. Anyway, while the weather is good, I thought I'd get out and about and do another review or a road test. So I promised a long while back that I was actually going to review the Canon pancake lens, the EFM22. So that's a primed lens. It's a 22mm fixed lens. The good thing about it, it is an f2, so it's a fast lens. Today I'm here at the Botanical Gardens because it is a macro lens. So why not use it and test it out on what it's meant to be used for. So there's some beautiful plants and flowers we can use as an example in our today's road test. But at the same time, we're going to see how good it is for video as well. So if you want to find out how the EFM 22mm Canon lens goes, well, let's stick around. And welcome back. What could be more fitting to use a macro lens for? To use it on some very beautiful but strange flowers. Actually today at the Sydney Royal Botanical Gardens, they've got an exhibition on carnivorous plants. So the Venus flytrap and the pitcher plant and all those ones. So let's get the macro lens out. So I've already installed it. I'm using it right now. And let's see if we can capture some cool footage of some of these beautiful plants. Now this lens has been out for quite some time. It was actually released for the previous M series cameras, but it still, sells really well. One of the advantages that this lens has is that it's reasonably cheap. It sits between the $200 to $300 mark, depending where you buy it from and what country you're in, but it's very economical. Now, my first impressions are really cool. Obviously, this lens lets you get really close up to the actual subject. I'm guessing, 10 centimeters, which is quite close. You're able to get a real good detail from that, and some of the shots that you saw sort of show you that. So the initial intention that I had for this lens was to use it as a vlogging lens, but because it's a fixed 22mm, it was too close to my face. Obviously, you just want to have a bit more around you. You don't want to be in people's faces too much. So one of the tests I took it through today was the speed of focus, and it is not one of the fastest lenses in the EFM range. This one does a good job, especially for what I was getting it to do. So focus from one point, from one plant to another plant. It did that smoothly and well and quietly, so it was pretty good. But it wasn't fast when it went from a really close subject to something that was further in the back. So I wouldn't really recommend it for that. But if you're going to be using it like this when you're still, I've got this on a desktop tripod, it does the job pretty well. So let's have a test to see how well it face tracks. So as you can see, the face detection works pretty good. I actually would be walking backwards and forwards trying to get it to lose the focus, and I did go through some shaded areas, but it maintains it reasonably well. So I'm pretty happy that using it for this purpose and actually filming on it when you're not really trying to get yourself a wide angle, the 22 fixed lens works pretty good from that perspective. Okay, so how does it perform in low light? Well, I've been shooting these particular images on f2, so I've opened it really wide. I am using a neutral density filter so I can actually control the actual light that's coming in. I did it on purpose, obviously. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting, you know, that good depth of field that I'm looking out for in this type of lens. But when I took it into the greenhouse, and there were some occasions there where the light was pretty low, it actually adjusted quite well. So I was quite happy with it. So, you know, no complaints from that perspective. So if you're looking for an economical low light lens that you can open it up to f2, you know, I can really recommend this lens. Okay, so the last piece that I was also looking at from this lens's perspective is the image stabilization. So obviously, out of all the EFM lenses, this is the only one that doesn't have image stabilization. And that's always going to be a problem, obviously, if you're using it like this, right? So I'm walking around with a big, heavy monopod selfie stick thing, and my arm's getting really tired. So obviously what you want is to have some nice steady images. So I'm walking really slow, bending my knees, trying to stop the bounce. But when I was trying to take those close-up images or video of the pitcher plants and the carnivorous plants, I had to use the monopod. Without the monopod, I actually would have been too shaky. I wasn't able to keep the camera steady enough. So if you're going to be using it for videos and photography where you're going to get really close to your subject, having no image stabilization means that you're going to have a monopod or tripod. And there you have it, friends, my review and road test of the Canon EFM 22mm f2 lens. It's a little doer that actually is quite, you know, diverse. It can do quite a number of things, and it's definitely a lens that I'll be reaching out to take some of those beautiful macro shots, but as well as try to get these beautiful milky backgrounds that everyone loves on YouTube. Now, speaking of YouTube, the year's come to an end. No, I didn't make it to YouTube Rewind this year, but maybe in another 10 years time I'll probably get there. But I want to thank you very much for the 700, actually I wish, 471 subscribers as of today. Thank you very much for your kind words, your kind comments and support over 2018. I've made some acquaintances that are in regular contact with me, so thank you very much for reaching out to me. So once again, if you like this video, press the like button. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it so I can make improvements. That's the whole point. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I would love to get to know you over the coming year. So, Happy New Year, take care, all the best, and until 2019, ciao for now.